Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Booshakalaka podcast. I am your host, Tiffany. I'm joined by my co-host, Pierre.
A Negroni Spagliato
Ooh.
with Prosecco in it.
Oh, that sounds quite lovely. Hello, everybody. We are back with 1992's Death Becomes Her, which I just recently found out was not well received when it was released, which is so shocking to me, but is now definitely a cult classic, starring the likes of Meryl Streep, Bruce Willis, and Goldie Hawn. So here's the synopsis. Remember, when a novelist loses her man to a movie star and former friend, she winds up in a psychiatric hospital. Years later, she returns home to confront the now married couple looking radiant. Her ex-husband's new wife wants to know her secret and discovers she's been taking a mysterious drug that grants eternal life to the person who drinks it. The actress follows suit, but discovers that immortality has a price. Dun, dun, dun.
That's a terrible synopsis, but
so,
okay.
So before we get started, this is definitely like a horror comedy spoof type of thing. So don't really think it's like too scary if you go in to watch it. So yeah, I just wanted to put that disclaimer out, even though, you know, the title sounds like it's going to be the scariest thing ever. But this is pretty much a comedy.
Yeah, the title was always interesting because like as a kid, you just think like Death Becomes Her, but then you don't realize like becomes is actually like, you know, like a compliment. So yeah, it was cute. I see what they did there, play on words. So we start this with some bullshit. So it's very interesting because the movie starts with Madeline Ashton. She's the actress, and she's having like a Broadway play, but apparently it's very bad.
She copied the play from Sister Act 2 when she came out.
Right.
Toot toot, beep beep. Toot toot. Sad girls talking about bad girls.
It was like everybody like everybody in the well, not everybody, but most people in the audience hated. People are falling asleep. People are leaving. They were like literally walking out, and it just started. That's why I'm like, was it that bad? Like,
I mean, it was like a one-woman show.
Yeah, basically. But I mean, you know what you're getting when you go to like your friend's one woman, one man show. Like, you know what you're getting. But she had like a lot of dancers, a lot of choreography. I just was surprised that people didn't like it.
The crowd was not feeling it, but one person was.
Ernest Menville, Dr. Ernest Menville, the plastic surgeon. And he's there with Helen Sharp.
You're about to say Shivers.
You know that's my girl.
But you
Sharp.
Know you were about to say it.
And so Helen goes backstage to visit Madeline, and apparently we're led to believe that they know each other like from a long time ago. You know, hell. Yeah.
Bad hell. Okay.
And so we're also led to believe that they have a sort of rivalry.
They're frenemies.
Yeah, they're frenemies. Before Helen even walks in, you know, Madeline's asking her little assistant, like, you know, what does she look like, you know? And so they come in and, you know, they greet, and then Ernest walks in and he just gushes, and then you get like the most painful 5 minutes of flirting I've ever seen before in my life. Like, very awkward. Like,
yeah,
it was just, and the fact, I don't know, it was just very, very weird, very, very odd. So, you know, when he tells Madeline that he's she knows that he's a plastic surgeon because she knows his name. And, you know, she's like, do you think I'm starting to need you? I was like, get the fuck out of my face. But yeah. So fast forward, and he's performing his plastic surgery, and he gets a knock at the door, and it's fucking Madeline with a glass of wine. I'm like, how did you even get past?
Got a person on the table.
There are people who go to visit their loved ones who have like bullet holes in them, and they'll be like, oh, sorry, can't let you back there. But she manages to get back to the surgery room. Get the fuck out of here.
With a glass of wine. Come on. Diva.
And so then you see Helen at home and like she's pissed, as she should be, because he went and had fucking dinner with her and he's like, it's a business dinner and she's, you know, she's an actress and I'm a doctor. And it was just, and you know, Helen's like, look, dude, this has happened to me before. She's stolen men from me before, so I wanted you to meet her before we got married. It was very funny when Madeline was like, did y'all set a date? And then she was like, yeah. And he was like, no, not really.
No.
But and she's just like, look, dude, this cannot happen again. I don't know what I'll do. Do not leave me. What kind of
sense does that make? I want my friend to meet him.
Yeah.
First, but I mean, just don't let her meet him at all.
I thought about that. I was just like, why don't you just move? Like, she's not gonna follow you.
He could
like,
be a plastic surgeon anywhere.
Literally, but then also, I guess, I mean, your man shouldn't leave you for your friend.
Right, like, of course.
It's just like a double-edged sword. It's just like, I mean, girl, like, but anywho, so you know, he's like, there's absolutely nothing going on between me and Madeline Ashton. Cut scene, they get married. And
Madeline and Ernest get married.
And baby Helen lost it. Like, she holding her little handkerchief, blood's coming out, like she's gone. So 7 years goes by and she is now destitute.
2 tons of fun.
She
fatty 2x4, can't get through the dressing room door.
She is a bit overweight. A tad bit overweight.
That's huge, bitch.
She's living in an apartment full of cats.
Behemoth.
She's about to get She's about to get evicted. Eating, like, I don't know what she's eating, cake icing, and watching this movie of Madeline where her character gets killed. I'm upstairs.
Cakes and pies.
I'm not your average woman. I like sex, and I'm not afraid to.
You okay?
Excuse me, I just had pudding an hour ago. So yeah, she's she's arrested by the police and she's put in a mental institution. Hold up, not yet, but she's in a mental institution, and so her therapist is pissed because she's gone through 6 months of therapy and she's still talking about Madeline. Like, all she wants to talk about Madeline and everything she did, and she's like, look, you got to completely eliminate her from your life. Mm-hmm. And that's when Helen's like, what? You're right. You're absolutely right. Another 7 years goes by. And so now we're introduced to Madeline and Ernest and how they've been the past 14 years, and how they've been is fucking miserable. Ernest is now a mortician. They never explain like how.
I feel like he had like some kind of sex scandal that they didn't talk about. I think that's the only way that they would have taken him out of his job. He had some kind of sex scandal. Trust.
Sex scandal. But yeah, so he's no longer a plastic surgeon. He's a mortician. And we're led to believe he's very unhappy about that. Madeline is old, and she's old. I don't know. Like, she's
even more insecure than she was before, because she is getting those wrinkles, getting those crow's feet and bags and stuff under her eyes, so.
Yeah, she makes her maid tell her that she's beautiful. She's looking younger every day. Oh, thank you, Rose. And so they get a delivery. And so basically, and also they're in a very unhappy marriage. Like, he sleeps like downstairs, drunk. He's drunk all the time. He has to be woken up with fucking Bloody Marys. And so, and so
that was dramatic. I heard that Bloody Marys are the best on an airplane. Apparently, something about the altitude changes the way tomato juice tastes, and it makes it more tolerable. So the next time you get on a flight, ask for, when they bring the drinks, just ask for a tomato juice, just to see if it tastes differently. I'm gonna try it next. I have 2 flights I have a flight that I have to take next month, so I'm gonna try just to see. And I'm like, let me get a Coke too on this, just.
I definitely know ginger ale does.
It's more crisp.
Yeah. And so they get the invitation to Helen's. She's having a book reveal party.
Forever Young.
I like that title. And eternally fat. And so
one more time. That's huge, bitch.
And so okay, so We get some clips of Ernest at his job, and it's very pathetic. Like he's literally having to change the face of an actor who like died having sex. Like he's just very miserable, and like he seems perpetually drunk too. Like I'm a walking alcoholic. And so Madeline, she tries to go to her plastic surgeon to get a plasma transfer. I was like, what the fuck does that do? And so they won't do it. She just had one 3 weeks ago. And so she's just very insecure because she wants to go to this party and look good in front of Helen because she stole her man. She has to, prove herself. And I don't even know what the hell to call her. The lady at the plasma place
The nurse?
is just like,
the nurse?
oh yeah, okay, the nurse.
The
She's like,
receptionist?
she's like, Madeline, I just can't. And so Madeline's like, I'll pay you. And so this mysterious guy walks in, and he's just very, like, leave, get away from me. He's very Truman Capone. And so he walks in, and he's just like, you said money was no option. And he gives her like this mysterious card. She don't pay him no mind. She rips it up, throws it in her purse. But I've never ripped something up, but I don't have a purse. I don't rip things up and throw them in my pocket. But it was very interesting that she just ripped it.
Yeah, it was interesting. I mean, I've ripped something like, oh shit, I need to keep that. Then I put it in my pocket. That's happened before. Trust.
So that don't work. So they go to the party. And again, they're very miserable, not happy at all. They go to this party. And that's when it's revealed, and this is going to matter later, that Ernest, with his mortician work, he uses spray paint on the dead bodies and not actual makeup, which apparently offends people. I didn't understand that part.
I don't understand how it could offend you. You want them to look as realistic and as alive as they can be. If this is his way of doing it, let him do it.
Yeah, it's really mannequin paint, and when the way he said it made a lot of sense. So the fact that she was offended threw me off, because I'm like, first of all, this person's dead. Second of all, you said they looked amazing. Why are you upset the method that it took? It's not like he said I put mayonnaise on her.
Or shit.
And so all right, so they're at the party, and they think they see Helen. And when they see her, she is glamorized, like full
Va va va
Helen
va. Jessica
Hunt.
Rabbit. Va va voom.
Like literally in the red dress and everything. And so she looks absolutely amazing. Mind you, she's 50.
Lady in red.
And so they see each other, they do their little fake greeting, mad.
Hell.
And so, they kiss and they hug. And so Helen, they're catching up, and basically Madeline is like, I don't deserve this. Me and Ernest are very happy, but it came at your expense. And so that's when Helen's like, I've never blamed you. He didn't leave. Wait, you didn't take him. He went to you. It wasn't you. It was him. I have never, ever blamed you. Just fucking lying. And not very convincingly. The most hilarious part of their conversation was, I sent you an invite, but my assistant said Madeline goes to the opening of a letter. I fired her. Well, I almost fired her.
Was it only goes to an opening of a letter? What was it?
It was something like that. It was something insulting. I remember it was something like, but that was just hilarious. Like, I fired her. Well, I almost fired her. Like, don't play with me. And so then she pops up on Ernest, and they go in a little secluded corner, and like Madeline is following them, and so she basically tells him the opposite. I've never blamed you. It was her. And all, just fucking games, manipulation. Anyway, that's not bad.
And the whole time Madeline is like peeking to see the part of their conversations. She's sneaking around, listening, hiding behind plants and shit, trying to figure out what they're talking about. And it's not bad. It's not good, because I mean, how you lose them, how you get them is how you lose them.
Right. Mind you, Bruce Willis is the most unattractive he's ever been in this movie. So I don't understand them.
They wanted him. I think it was that mustache. They wanted him to look like super, super nerdy, because he was hot in the Die Hard movies.
That sounds like what? Okay, Bruce Willis. Maybe he looks better bald. But
he wasn't bald in Die Hard, the first one.
When I think like the movies that I like of him, he's bald.
You don't like Die Hard?
I've never seen Die Hard. I'm not gonna go there with you.
What about Die Hard 2? Die Harder.
I fucking hate you.
What
So
about I know you've seen Die Hard 3, Die Hard
I
with
have
a
seen
Vengeance
none of
with
the Die
Samuel
Hard
L. Jackson.
movies.
With
I've
Samuel
seen
L. Jackson?
no, none of the Die Hard movies. I've seen Bruce Willis in like
Homework. Homework.
what's that movie he's in with Matthew Perry? I saw that.
Fucking no.
I hate you. It's something like
Die
something
Hard
something.
4?
No, it's like something something 9. It's like he's like this secret agent man. Um
Matthew Perry.
so basically
Didn't he just pass away?
Yeah.
R.I.P. Matthew Perry. But no, only movie I remember Matthew Perry from was that monkey movie.
That's enough. And so
what was it called?
I don't know.
Dunstan Checks In? No, that's not it.
No, that wasn't it. I don't know. Madeline sneaks off and she's basically having an affair with this young guy. And so she sneaks off and she actually catches him with someone his age. And it's so pathetic because he's trying to lie to her and he can't do it. He's like stumbling, like, well, at least like quickly. And so basically, she gets pissed and then he snaps at her and he's just like, hey, people say we look pathetic together. It was very cringe. And so he's like, basically, go be with somebody your own age. The minute he says this, it starts raining. I was like, get the fuck out of here. And so she's driving all sad down the road. She catches herself in the mirror. She screams, almost wrecks. And that's when she dumps out her purse and picks out the card. And she puts the card together and she flies on over to Lisa. And so so she visits this mysterious mansion where Lisa Vanderruben is. In the meantime, Helen is putting on a performance of her fucking life. Madeline, I need to speak to Madeline at once. And so she's gone over to Ernest to basically seduce him. And so in the middle of that, we're back at Lisa's place, and Lisa is basically letting her, she's fawning over Madeline, like, oh, your face was amazing, you were a great actress, but aging sucks, basically. We're born to die. And she tells her that she found the Fountain of Youth, and it's a potion that can make her young. And to demonstrate that, she pokes her with a fucking knife and then dabbles a drop of the potion on her hand. And I'm always wondering, like, if the person decides not to take the potion, does their hand just look more youthful than anything else on their body, like forever?
Right. Is it just like some sort of face cream you have to put on every morning and then you'll be fine?
Yeah.
Well, I guess it probably seeps into your pores.
So I was like, well, I mean, I will go for a youthful hand. But
like me looking at my hand.
Like, just like, I don't want to take the whole potion, but just put it on certain parts of my body so they'll stay young.
Right.
And so
like your penis.
Father God. And so initially the price seems too high. We don't know what the price is, but we're led to believe it's very fucking high. But once she sees what her hand does, she writes her a check and she takes the potion. After she takes the potion, Lisa is like, oh, and now a warning.
She's like, now you give me a warning?
Like, that was some bullshit. And she
basically punched her in the face.
In so many words, she tells her that, her and her body are going to be, together for a while. So to make sure to take care of it. And there also are rules and regulations, like she can continue her career for 10 years of perfect, unchanged beauty. But then after that, you must disappear. You can go away. You can stage your own phony death. And so she's leaving and she doesn't really see anything happening. And she kind of gets discouraged. Then she looks in the mirror and
her boobs start to perk up.
And her ass perks up. And her hair gets all shiny. And she just looks young and youthful and tight. She's just like, my favorite line of the movie, I'm a girl. Like,
it sounds like something Tiffany Valentine would say.
I know, right?
Barbie, eat your heart out.
And so Ernest and Helen are making out on the couch. And so basically what she does is after she seduces him, she comes up with a plan where they can kill Madeline. And it's this complicated ass criminal minds.
Say it seemed like she committed suicide, right? Or had an accident.
Well, they're trying to make her seem like she was just drunk driving on the road and
had an accident. Okay. Yeah.
And so it was just very elaborate. Like the fact that she was pouring fucking alcohol on the car, I was like,
yo, she put a whole wait.
Yes. Go ahead.
He was like, a gallon of taco vodka. Like, it was so much alcohol. Like, what how could she have possibly drank that much and then spilt that much as well? It was a whole liquor cabinet up in there. It made no
I
sense. It
was
was
like,
too
get the
much.
fuck out of here. Because why would they test the actual exterior
Car.
of the car for alcohol? Like, why was she pouring it on it? And so, yeah, so she has this elaborate plan, and so she has Ernest in on it. So they're gonna just kill Madeline, and would let you believe they're gonna run away together. Which, being that she looks the way she looks, I don't. Again, why the fuck do you want Ernest? But I'm. What do you think? Because do you think he's just a means to an end, or do you think she actually wants to be with Ernest? Because she could literally have any man she wants.
No, I think she wants to win.
Oh, well, okay.
She wants to show Madeline, now you're the old, ugly hag. As before when Helen was just kind of homely. She wasn't ugly, just kind of homely. It's like, now I'm stealing it away from you. I don't think she wants Ernest at all. Okay. But just to get back at Madeline, she's doing that.
Gotcha. All right, so Madeline's home and she's just admiring her beautiful body. This was actually sad because she didn't get to enjoy it for very long. But she's just, I don't even know what the fuck she had on. Like where are you going? But
she put on a red dress as well, trying to one up.
She had on a black tight suit, like a ballet suit, and a fucking purple scarf.
She had on a red dress.
Ma'am, what part of the movie are you on? When she's like leaving.
I'm sorry. That's when they were going through with the plan. Yes, when they were telling the story. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, Madeline. So Madeline. I don't know where she was going. She's going to a ballet recital, and so she's leaving, and
she was going to that workout class that Aunt Viv was. Everybody dance now.
and so she's leaving, and then Ernest starts an argument with her, and he calls her cheap, which, trigger warning, that's hers. And
that's like just think of when a white girl is called cunt. It's the end of the world. She's a fat cunt, and she thinks she's fly, whatever Tiffany said.
And so they just get into it, and she calls him flaccid, and she's just he's a weak man, and that's why she doesn't respect him. And so
and he is
very weak. And so in the midst of the argument, he starts fucking choking her, and so he chokes her, and he takes her all the way to the stairs, he catches himself, and he's like, oh my God. And so he lets her go, but her heels are like stuck on the stairs, so she's like wobbling back and forth. In this instance, I would have just pushed myself forward, but I guess that I don't know.
Or just grab the bed. She was close enough to the banister, I think.
She didn't want to live. And so, she's wobbling, and she's begging him for help. And so he's like slowly reaching his hand to her. Apparently not quick enough for her. And you'll learn this. Madeline is not good with impulse control, because like he's reaching his hand over to help her, and then she has to say, hurry up, you wimp. And that's when he pokes her, and that's all it took. And she falls back, lands on her neck, falls all the way down the fucking stairs.
So when she fell in the close-ups down 1,000 stairs, but in reality there was only like 45 stairs in the house.
Yes.
And her body is just like a crumpled mess. Like she looked like she voguing.
I hate you.
Death drop and all that shit. That's what she looks like laying on the ground. So what's his name? Ernest. I was about to call him Edwin. Ernest goes up and she's calling Helen at this point, telling her what's going on.
And it's
like, she fell down the stairs. She's good. Pissed. We don't have to worry about this. But Helen didn't like that for some reason. I'm like, that could work too.
She's like,
that is
look,
the thing.
What part of the plan do you not understand? I think she wanted to revel in it. Like the fact that she died and she wasn't there. I think this would piss her off the most.
That's what I'm saying. She just wants to win, hands down.
And so she thinks on her feet, and she's just like, well, we'll just say that she fell down the stairs while you were on the phone with me. And, she's asking him about time of death and all those kind of things just to make sure the story adds up. In the meantime, you see Madeline in the background getting the fuck up. And so she walks over and she's like, Ernest, you pushed me down the stairs. And so he screams, the phone disconnects, and her neck is
180. Her head did a 180.
Yes.
So she's looking at the back of her. Sorry. how she's looking is at through the back of her body, and she even has a point where she's like, I can see my butt.
And so he's trying to he's freaked out, she's freaked out, and so she's like, what the fuck's wrong with me? He's like, it's a dislocated neck. And so he doesn't know how to do it, so she just grabs it, turns it around, and then you can see her bones coming out of her. It's just and so that's when she's like, I think I need a doctor. And so he takes her to the fucking hospital. The way he hit the fucking ambulance,
he was driving like a bat out of hell.
Like and so the doctor comes in, and he's like, trying to figure out what's wrong. Her heart's not beating. She doesn't seem to show any pain. Her temperature is below 80. He's all freaked out.
And like her bone, it's like her collarbone is like protruding coming out of her neck. Yeah.
And so he's freaked out. He leaves. He ends up having a fucking heart attack himself and dying. The
doctor is a mess.
Yeah. And so Ernest just walks around trying to find somebody to help. And so
they would have called in every doctor in that hospital would have been called in there and be like, what the fuck is going on, y'all?
Yeah. They would do that for ET. Yeah.
They would have been trying different machines, like, okay, maybe this machine's broken, let's try this one, maybe this is broken, that's what would have really been happening, but it didn't happen.
Yeah,
because it's a movie.
And Madeline faints, and so they're led, because of course her heart's not beating and everything, they're led to believe she's dead, so they take her to the morgue. And so Ernest, I've
never seen them move that fast. I've never seen it. You died, and then they immediately, what was the time of death? They just said, dead, out of here.
Right. And so
let's cremate her too.
Karen walks down to the morgue. This was a creepy part when the nuns were like floating. That was creepy.
Why was that?
I don't know. It was just very creepy. I was like, why the fuck are they floating like that? And then he goes to the morgue, he finds Madeline, and so he's just like, I understand why this happened. It's because we're meant to be together and I'm supposed to take care of you and it's a miracle. And she's like, get the fuck out of my face. And so basically he fixes her up together. He goes and he gets paint and formaldehyde and all this kind of stuff, and he beautifies her. Mind you, when the fuck did Helen become secret agent woman? Because like her tumbling over the gates and like
she turned into fucking Charlie's Angel. Smack my bitch
what the
up.
fuck are you doing? Like even when the car was about to hit her and she like turns to the side, I was like, what the hell are you doing? Like
she's literally a ninja. I mean, she had 7 years. Why not?
I guess so. I mean, girl, you were literally just a writer, but okay. And so she's doing this acrobatic shit, and so she falls into the house. And so her ass shows up with shovels. Ready to.
So she doesn't know that they're at the hospital, or that she still thinks that she just broke her neck and she's down on the ground.
Right.
Yeah.
And so in the midst of him trying to let her know, like, she's okay, she's upstairs, she's like, she basically exposes their entire plan and how much she hates her. Madeline can hear all this upstairs.
What'd she say? So, if she's alive, I want her to come down here and hold me and kiss me right in the face, or something like that.
Kiss me on the what?
Oh, kiss me on the ass?
No, she's like, kiss me on the, and she said, kiss you on the
Oh, yeah.
Mad? Hell. What have you two been plotting down here? Or should I say, what else? And so she's pissed. And so she goes and she walks off. She ends up going into the other room and grabbing a gun from their gun cabinet.
So I wonder at this point, does she think that Ernest was just lying to her?
You mean Helen?
Yeah. Think that Ernest was just lying, saying that Madeline was dead?
Yeah.
That's what I would think.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, so she's pissed. So she's pissed at Ernest.
Well, then, yeah, because there's no, she had no proof that she was dead besides him telling her.
It was over a landline telephone. A landline.
And so Madeline walks out with the gun, and she's just like, I just want you to know one thing, Helen.
It's a motherfucking elephant gun. That fucking gun is the barrel is like 2 feet long. It's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Ridiculous.
And so she pops her in the motherfucking stomach. Helen flies out into their little water lake.
Ernest says, "Ah!" Ernest screamed so loud. I was like, wait, who
was that? Helen? I thought it was Helen when I first watched the movie, but I was like,
it was Ernest.
I was like, and she
screamed.
She
He
falls
screamed
into
like Flanders in those purple drapes.
I hate you in their little fountain. And so you know, he's like panicking and she's just like, no, bitch, y'all were gonna kill me. So now we're gonna bury her in Death Valley like y'all were gonna do me. Mm-hmm. And so you know, he's initially like, no, but then she's just like, let's just let's like do some math here. I can play dead. You're a soft, bald Republican and you don't want to go to prison. So yeah, so she basically kind of like, you know, boy, side with me or end up in jail. And so they are getting ready to, you know, put her in the tarp and everything. And then Helen resurrects. She comes out of the water and you see the hole in her stomach is still there. And she's just like, that
it's just like
was totally uncalled for.
It's
a
like
perfect circle.
Circle.
She don't got no organs hanging out the middle.
There's no blood. Well, I mean, she's dead. I mean, but what's the word? Rigor mortis. Like you know, she's not in rigor. So like, I guess we'll just say it's a movie. Not bleeding anymore.
Yeah, we'll just say it's a movie. There is blood in the pool, but we don't see any more. And so that's when Madeline and Ernest are initially like freaked out because, you know, she's just like, I have a hole in my stomach. And so that's when Madeline is like, wait a minute. And so
you
she
took
like
the potion.
Yes. And so she's like, you took the potion. And the Helen's like, wait a minute, bitch. How do you know about the potion? You took the potion too. She's like,
they're like, fuck.
Well, I hardly needed it. And so that's when the exposition happens. And they're basically just like, you know, I took the potion, you took the potion, and that's basically why they're not dead. And so Ernest is listening and he's just like catching little tidbits. And he's like, wait a minute. I don't think this is a miracle at all. And so
dumbass.
And so they're just going back and forth arguing. One of the other best lines of the film. You're a fraud, Helen. You're a walking lie, and I can see right through you. And
she told her, I'd stay out of a bathing suit for a while, or at least a 2-piece.
And that's when Helen cracks her in the fucking head and messes up her neck again.
Shovel fight.
On guard, bitch.
Damn it! I just fixed this.
And so they start fucking whacking with these
They're
shovels.
fighting like Tiffany and Chucky were fighting in
Bride
Literally! With the shovels. That's what I was thinking.
Oh my God,
about.
what a great Valentine's Day month. The fact that it all circled back. They are literally fighting like Tiffany and Chucky with the shovels. And Ernest is just like over it and he just walks upstairs. He's just like, okay,
they almost bust his ass and he was like, fuck that. I'm out of here.
Right. And
the shovel fight is ridiculous. It's a ridiculous show.
And so eventually Helen actually breaks Madeline's shovel, and then Madeline tries to like throw it through Helen, but then she throws it through Helen. And she's just like, this is pointless. We can't inflict pain. And so she smashes her head. Like, totally uncalled for. And so that's when they sort of yes. After 50 fucking years, they finally get to the heart of their issues. And so basically what the issue is that, you know, Helen is hurt because she feels like Madeline hurt her on purpose by stealing her men. And apparently it's like, it's been about 3 guys. She listed off 3 guys that she's stolen from her. And so Madeline turns it back and she's like, no, bitch, you started it first because you and your little friends used to call me cheap. And so cheap is, I'm guessing, poor because she was like, she didn't invite her to like any of her little parties at her house or anything. Yeah. And she was like, because her parents didn't want trash in the house. So I'm like, does cheap mean poor to white people?
Yeah.
Okay, because I was like, cheap to me, like cheap to me is like, I have money, but I don't want to spend it. Like everybody hates Chris' dad.
Yeah.
Like that's
and
like,
the whole time that they're arguing, Madeline is like, she has to hold her head up. So while she's talking, she's like, and she's pulling her head back, and she pulls her head back while she's
stop doing that. She's like, I'm trying. So.
She's trying to get the point across. Oh my God.
And
Helen still has a fucking shovel through her stomach. I don't know why she didn't pull it out.
Yeah. It just, anywho.
Or push it all the way through. I mean, it probably would have broke the mirror that was there that was for the special effect.
And so, they basically apologize to each other. And they basically admit that they, you know, they were hurting each other. They both hurt each other. And so they reconcile. And they go up and they're like, you know, Ernest, fix us. And he's like, he gets this long ass spiel. And basically he's just like, you know, he's wasted his life and he's miserable. And I'm just like, Ernest, you're not absolved of guilt here. You literally left your fiance for her best friend. And I don't know. I just feel like, and with the writing, I would at least put it in to make, because it's like, you're guilty too. They wouldn't be like, had you not done what you did, they wouldn't even be in this situation. So,
but I think he already got the brunt of everything because he ended up marrying Madeline and it was a terrible marriage. So he already got it. He already got it back tenfold.
So yeah, they try to
So he says he's leaving. He's leaving at this point.
Yeah, he's leaving, and so they're like, "All right, well, we don't give a fuck about you, but fix this up before you go." And so he fixes them up, and they just look amazing again, like not a blemish, not a pore. And so they are, looking good. But then their Madeline's looking at Helen's back, and it looks like, I don't know, mildewy or something. And so she like rips it, and her skin comes off. And so, and mind you, her skin is like blue, and I'm like, are they decaying already? Like, it's just I don't understand the rules.
It was a little too fast. It was a little too fast.
Yeah, and so she's just like, you think Ernest can fix it? And she's like, yeah, let me go get him before he leaves. And so that's when Helen's like, well, what about, what if it rains? What if it fades? What if it chips? What if it, she's just like, will he come back for touch-ups? And she's like, well, I don't know, but even if he does, he's not going to live that long. And so that's when they're like, oh,
light bulb.
We take him to Liesel. We'll get him to do the potion. But then they're like, well, he's made up his mind about leaving. And so they decide to drug him with what? Alcohol, because he's an alcoholic. So they take him a drink. They're like, it's your breakfast. And I was like, oh God, this is so sad. And so he goes on another rant, and he's just like, I should have packed this suitcase 10 years ago, 20 years ago. And so he's just like, till death do us part. You girls are dead and I'm parting. And so he doesn't end up drinking. He doesn't drink the drink. He pours it in the fucking plant, which asshole. And so they just
should have come to life and like started trying to kill people.
This is not Little Shop of Horrors. And so
I was thinking of Scary Movie 2.
Fuck you.
Annie up, bitch, it's Christmas.
And so they smash him with the fucking base and knock him out and take him to Liesel's. Which we also find out that her spring party is, her winter, spring party, whatever. She's having a party. And so, he wakes up all dressed up in black with silver buttons all down his back. And he's greeted with a naked Liesel. She's always fucking naked when they come see her. Like, she always just...
And didn't she say she was like 75 or something like that?
Yeah.
Was she 75?
71.
Okay.
And she's always naked. And so, she like basically tries to do the same spiel with him. Sempre vivre, live forever. And she stabs him, does a thing with his hand, and and she's just like, yeah, drink, Dr. Menville, you owe yourself another chance. And so,
because she sees it as he can fix everybody up.
Yeah.
Like, even her, if something happens to her as well. But I don't think she's dead.
Yeah, no, I don't think she's dead either. I think they're the only two who are actually dead. Because which again, that's why I say it just sucks, because Madeline didn't even get to enjoy hers for a bit. Like, she was like dead instantly. And
she should have, like, really truly, she should have taken the potion and then left Ernest's ass. That's what she should have done.
Well, I mean, goddamn, she was trying to, Tiffany. She couldn't get down the stairs. And so,
no, she was belittling him. I'm saying she should have just left, but she was doing what she normally does, and that's why she got.
Yes. And so, when he's about to take the potion, that's when he realizes, he's like, so what after that? I live forever, but then I have to watch everyone around me die, and who am I gonna hang out with? Malin and Ashton, like, and so he's just like, what if I die? And he brings up good points, because though you live for it, it would be different if they were immortal and they I get run over by a car, but then I heal myself and I don't actually die, but they're like living dead. And so he brings up good points. And so he's just like, you people all have to be stopped. And so Dick, Tom, Harry. And so
Tom, Dick, and Harry.
And so Ernest, apparently he turns into fucking James Bond. And so he runs off.
Doesn't he go to the party first? The party?
Yeah, he gets out of the room by throwing a knife and like turning the lights off. And then he's in the party, and that's when we see that Elvis is one of the people.
Marilyn Monroe.
Madeline and fucking Helen look amazing at this party. Like, they just look really good. And so, but yeah, so they're about to seal the room so Lisa can come, and so that's when he like sneaks off into the elevator, and so he goes up to the rooftop. But what? Okay, that I guess because he was trying to get away. Because I was like, why wouldn't you walk up the front door? But now I understand. And so, he's trying to walk across the fucking roof, and then he falls, and I'm just
he walks the plank, baby.
And so Madeline and Helen, they come out on the
aye, Captain.
The choice is up to you. The choice is up to you. Yo ho, yo ho. And so they see him falling, and so he is literally
a pirate's life for me. Okay.
And so, God, I don't want to watch Peter Pan now. Oh, the racism. And so he's hanging by his suspenders from a fucking gutter. And like they're trying to throw him a fucking scarf. I was like, stop playing with me. Like, what is he supposed to do with this scarf?
They're stupid.
And so so that's when they're like, that's when they actually get smart, and they're like, hey, do you have the potion still? And so they're like, if you drink it, then when you fall, you'll be able to put yourself back together. And so, you know,
well, they did stick the dogs on him first. The dogs ate his ass. I almost forgot about that part. They stuck.
Oh yeah, what are those Dobermans?
Yeah, 2 Snoop Dogg Dobermans ran after his ass, or the dogs from Resident Evil.
Yes. Oh.
You think they were undead?
Trigger. No, I do not. I do not want to believe those dogs were undead. Oh, I hated those fucking dogs.
They were
that was triggering.
Meat dogs. Yeah. So he's up there.
And like he's about to drink it, and they're just like, drink it, and it just got very intense. And then of course Madeline does this the whole fucking movie. She be talking too much because like he's about to drink it, and she's like, you have to, and that's when he stops, and he like something about her going crazy. Like she always says something to make him like snap, and so
ultimately he just wanted to get away from her.
Yeah, and so he's just like, sorry girls, you're on your own. He drops the potion, it shatters. They're pissed, and so then he falls. And so they're just like, eye roll. And so they just leave. Like, they do not care about his ass. They're over him. But he survives. He falls. I don't know how he survived. He fell through I don't know. I want to say greenhouse, but it's just like some glass that led to the pool.
Just a stained glass over a pool.
Stained glass window, and he falls into the pool.
Did he fall through the same stained glass that Carla did on, I Know What You Did Last, I Still Know What You Did Last Summer? If so, that's how he survived, because Carla survived.
You're proud of
Julie! Carla!
You're proud of yourself?
I think Brady had something in her contract that she couldn't die. Because she didn't even die in that Tyler Perry movie when she had AIDS.
I don't know, because I wonder if it was like, I don't know, because it's like Kelly Rowland died in hers. Like a lot of the times when the rappers and the singers,
Kelly Rowland was not Brandy.
I'm just saying, like, remember when we had like a renaissance of like all the rappers and singers being in movies? They never used to. I mean, they all.
Oh, you're right. Busta Rhymes didn't die
in Halloween.
And
come on, there was.
But Sean Patrick Thomas did.
What did he die in?
Halloween Resurrection.
Oh shit. I've only ever seen. I don't like Michael, so I've only seen H2O.
Okay.
But yeah, Anthony Anderson. Well, no, he's not a fucking singer. But yeah, a lot of the people be dying. Well, LL Cool J didn't die in Deep Blue Sea. So yeah.
So anyway, back to Death Becomes Her. So the ladies run out and they're falling apart. They're peeling their skin. It's blue. She's like, who the fuck's gonna take care of us? And then they realize that Lizelle told them that they need to take care of themselves. Obviously they didn't, and they're dead. I feel like there was another rule that said, please don't die.
There wasn't though. That's why I'm like, yeah. I feel like the least you could do is, I don't know, but it's like, y'all ain't got nothing. We can't take the potion again, and he like, it just seems like a sucky ass situation, because like I literally can't die. Like, what do I do?
Right. So the girls decide that they'll take care of each other, and Madden's like, I'll paint your ass, you'll paint mine.
And how many years goes by after this?
37.
37 years. So Ernest is 50, So that he died at
87.
87. Okay. And so they're at Ernest's funeral. And so basically,
he did what he was supposed to do. He had a family
he
and
had a family. He
everything.
had what, 2 sons and 4 daughters? I was like, God damn, at 50?
He was getting,
And so,
I mean, he said I wasted too much time.
And he started like he started a bunch of clinics, and which for everything that they were saying he did, his funeral was still a bit bare for me. Because there were a lot of people there, but it just wasn't full. Like it just wasn't full. But yeah, he started all these clinics and all these, organizations. And so, basically he led for the last 37 years of his life were pretty happy and pretty amazing. And so yeah. And so Madeline and Helen are in the back of the funeral parlor and just laughing and making so much fucking loud noise. And then Helen starts crying, and so she pulls some skin off her face. And so she's like, "Oh, do you have the can of spray paint? I put it in your bag." And she's like, "I don't know. I must have dropped it." "You didn't drop it. I put it in your bag." Like, the bickering is hilarious. Like, and so they're making a lot of noise, and they're just like, "Let's get the hell out of here." And so that's when the preacher says the final line, and he's like, "Ernest is one man who will truly live forever." And they're just like, "Oh shit." Bullshit. Blah, 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 blah. They walk out of this funeral parlor in the most hilarious way. The way they're all like stiff and all like
they're walking like somebody literally shoved a stick up their ass.
Like, it's so sad because, like, damn.
But wait till they lift their veils up. Oh my God.
They were all runny and saggy. It's ironic because
eyebrows are up here.
They look like how they would have looked had they just aged normally. So
I don't think so. Hell no. Hell no.
They look worse.
Yeah, they look.
So it's like terrible. There was no reason to take the potion. You were going to look like this anyway. It's just very. There's a meaning to this. There's a meaning to this movie, and so they're basically like, how did you lose the can of spray paint? The spray paint is right below them, on the step below them, and so while they're arguing, Helen steps on the spray paint, and so she's doing the same the backstroke that Madeline was doing before she died. She's like, "My legs aren't working. Help me!" And so Madeline reaches forward, but then she's like, "Eh." And so Helen's like, "Bitch, fuck you." And so she pulls her hand. She pulls her hand, and they both go falling, and they go all the way down all these flight stairs, and once they hit the concrete, boom, blasted, and just broken body parts and pieces. At this point, Liesl said you're supposed to like leave, like make this be a secret. Ain't nobody gonna notice that. They're in broad daylight.
So to give you a visual, take a mannequin, throw it down the stairs. So the legs are popped off, the arms are popped off, but these are human women, but their body parts look like mannequins. And they're just laying there, and they're still fucking Madeline's still fussing, and Helen just asks her, "Do you remember where we parked the car?" And then the movie goes off.
End scene. Like, that just becomes her.
I think part 2 would have been somebody screaming, and then they would have been science projects.
Literally, I mean, like, what the fuck?
Like you said, E.T., they would have been over at Area 51 trying to figure out what the fuck is going on with these two hags.
That's I'm like, this is not keeping it a secret, ladies. What are y'all doing?
No, all they were doing was they fucked it up as soon as they got it.
Yeah. Very sad. But yeah, that is our dark horror comedy. Death Becomes Her. And it is a cult classic, and most of the cult classicness is because of the lines and the situations. Cult classicness. The lines, the situation. Like, there are some good lines in this movie where they're just very snarky, very sassy. That's why the gays love it. That's why women love it. It's just very like you have to see this movie at least once.
It's good. It still holds up.
Yeah.
Even though
Meryl Streep and Helen Hunt look amazing. They really do look amazing for the brief time that they get to look amazing.
Right.
So
each collectively it was only good. Like 6 or 7 minutes.
Right.
Okay, so for Death Becomes Her, 8.5 for me. 8.5. I definitely
they did have black characters. They did have black characters.
And I remember watching this when I was younger, but I don't think I really got it. I really understood it. And I watched it maybe a couple of months ago, and I was like, this is amazing. And so, I had to like do a little refresher for the podcast. But yeah, really funny, very nostalgic, great acting, great looks. 8.5 out of 10.
even the special effects aren't just like they're it's not like you're watching one of those Godzilla putty movies where they're like toys.
Godzilla versus pterodactyl or some shit like that. Yeah.
So it holds up. It doesn't look terrible. So I was very impressed because I was like, I just don't understand how special effects work back then, and I don't want to hurt my head by thinking that. So I'll give it a hate and eight. I'm sorry, not a hate, an 8.5 as well.
A hate and a half.
An 8.5 as well.
Wonderful. Well, all right, everybody, that will do it for our Boo spectacular. I don't know. Boolentine spectacular. I hope you enjoyed this month. We did. Going over kind of like horror love stories, something, we pulled it out of our ass, but we made it work. So please be sure to follow us on Twitter X at BOOshakalakapod. Email us at booshakalakapodcast@gmail.com. You can find us on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. Yeah, send in your requests, send in your feedback. We would love to hear what you think. Even though we do have a theme for next month, we would love to hear what you think because, well, I'll just give the next two themes. So, of course, for the month of March, we're definitely visiting the Leprechaun series, and not Luck of the Irish from the Disney Channel. We're talking about Warwick Davis's Leprechaun. So that will be our next episode, airing in March. And then in April, we're going to do April anthologies. So if you can think of your favorite horror anthologies, please send them in. We would love to review them. So this is great.
It was great. And
Death
we hope
Becomes
you
Her.
all had a loving February. I know I did.
What's the one the
Cakes and
kids
pies,
do?
cakes and pies.
What's the one the kids do? What is
Ew.
it?
Why does it look like that? Theirs is ugly. The kids don't need to do that. It's ugly. Stop doing that.
You get it.
Okay, let it go.
Let it go.
Can't wait for next
Deuces.
episode.
Oh yeah. Are you sure?
No, I hate this movie and I hate you. Bye.
Bye.